July 17th, 2012, and we're going to do a little update on the garden. Yeah, things are starting to get a little out of control. I have sugar snap peas growing over the fence over here, and it's working out pretty well because my neighbors can just walk by and feed themselves, I guess. But it's started to grow just completely out of control. I'm gonna have to kind of take some of those plants out and give the rest of them a fighting chance. It's it's kind of turned into a jungle now. Potatoes there in the middle bed are going to be probably harvested within a week or so. So I'll make a video about that and see how many I get. This will be a very, very interesting little experiment. I think I originally planted maybe I think a little bit over 40 potatoes in there. I don't think all of them came through because I'm not seeing 40 plants. So it'll be interesting to see how many potatoes we get out of there, how many pounds, and yeah, it's kind of exciting. Along the back, yeah, things are climbing over the trellis. And tomatoes are almost to the top of the fence now. So that's about 7 feet now. So they're about 6 feet tall. I have lots and lots of kale. More kale than I could find uses for, but it's food, so that's all that matters. Okay, so this first bed here, lesson learned here. Cabbages get gigantic, so they need space. They are so crowded. I gotta learn this for next year. Give you an idea how big these heads are here, and from what I've read and what I understand, these are going to get about 3 times this size. So 3 times the size of my hand. So they require a lot of space. The radishes that I'm growing all the way to seed, these things are very interesting. So they grow about 6 feet tall so far, and the seed pods have gotten just fat. They started as these tiny little thin little things, and now they are these fat little almost like a bean or something similar. They're really interesting, and they're very cool to watch grow. Along the back here, my peppers are actually doing pretty well in this colder climate. They are all starting to develop some flowers, and with any luck, we'll get some peppers this year. The most interesting thing that I have growing is garbanzos. I love these things. These things are amazing. Love the way they grow. Love the plants, and I love the pods that they grow in. They have all these little fine little hairs. And the inside starts out very soft. So if you squeeze it, it'll start like almost like a little air pocket as they mature, as we have over here. The seed inside of them, or the garbanzo, starts growing bigger and bigger and takes up most of the pod and becomes really hard. I can't wait to open some of those up and show you what they look like. They're supposed to be a dark purple or black garbanzo, which, according to the website where I bought them from, they are supposed to originate from somewhere in the mountains of Afghanistan. We'll see. I've only seen garbanzos that are green or tan colored, so we'll see if they're right. Over here, Again, spacing issues for next year. Definitely have to space them out a little bit more. I do have a couple beets growing here. I'm going to be pulling this out in a couple days and kind of cutting them up and showing you what they look like. But they are very interesting. This thing is about 6 inches across. So, and it looks very, very cool there. The red stems and everything. I really like the way that grows. Coming around the corner here. This bed over here is mostly broccoli and some tomatoes. These are all going to be determinate tomatoes, I believe. They've only grown about 3 feet tall. Lots and lots of flowers on them. Lots of little tomatoes there. But there's a huge difference between those and those tomatoes back there. The height difference, the color of the leaves, everything's different. Shape, size, everything. So I believe those are all going to be indeterminate. And they're probably going to grow taller than the fence. So I'm going to have to find some way to control that. Either top them off or start training them to grow sideways and use up most of that trellis. Or I can just let them grow over the fence and let my neighbors pick tomatoes as they walk by. Just like they do with my sugar snap peas and snow peas up there. Along the back here, this is the area that gets almost maybe 5 hours of sun when there is sun, which we rarely do. And that actually brings me to a point here. It is almost always cloudy here. It is colder weather. We rarely get any long stretches of sunshine and sunny days. So my theory about this is, okay, so we don't have any good sunlight. It's kind of cold. So these plants are growing still pretty well. So it's gotta be the soil. If you have good soil, good compost, good organic material, you'll be able to grow pretty well, I guess. I don't know. So if you have good soil, oh man, the possibilities are just endless.